Welcome back. It is Sunday afternoon. I just took a shower, so my hair is wet. I'm going to get some meal prep done for the week ahead. I am going to make 3 different meals. The first one is going to be a French onion bake. And then I'm also going to make some ravioli because we have a new Trader Joe's in town and we went for the first time. And there was some ravioli that did not have any Parmesan in it, so I'm gonna make some baked ravioli. And I also bought this Rao's marinara. Everybody says it's delicious and that you don't have to add anything to it. And I only have 1 more jar of my homemade tomato sauce, so I figured let's try that because I'm not going to be making any this year. I don't have enough tomatoes for that. So let me get this rice rinsed. And then the last thing I'm going to make is some Cowboy Butter Chicken with, it says linguini, but I have angel hair, so we're going to do that. And then I'm going to add some broccoli with it as well. So let me get some water in here. Now this rice needs to be onion soup flavored. The recipe said to do this on the stove, but I never cook rice on the stove. I don't like doing that. So I have some of this onion soup mix that we made up in a video a long time ago, and I think this is the perfect time to use it. But the thing is, I don't know how much to use. So I'm gonna just go with whatever that was and hope that that's a good amount. Give it a little stir and then we'll get it started. And I need to chop up an onion because this calls for a caramelized onion, which is something I normally don't do because it's tedious. If I had the frozen caramelized onion pucks you can get from the store, I would use that, but I don't have any right now. Okay, that's going. I think I'm gonna get this turned on behind me though. I do have some water on to boil. I'm trying to do this all as quickly as possible. I was like, I need food for the week, but I want to rest. Today is the last day of a week-long vacation and I really haven't taken any time to rest. Oops, I didn't mean to open the chicken. Well, close the chicken back up. We'll get that in a minute. So today I'm like, all right, I have some videos I want to catch up on because I have not been watching very many YouTube videos and I just want to relax. So let's get this in. I'm going to cook up the ground beef for both recipes at once and then I'll just split it. Okay. And then this chicken will need in just a little bit. Let me clean this up. All right, let's get this onion going. And actually, I'm going to use this pot back here for the onion, so I'm going to get it on and heated up as well. The oven is also preheated because the French onion bake is a casserole. I will leave the link to the recipes that I'm kind of following down below, but I'm kind of just making it up as I go, which is what I usually do. Okay, let's get this onion going. This is the last of the onions that are in my fridge. I do have all the onions from the garden that are still drying out that we'll use next. This was actually a decent onion year for me. I usually get no onions, so the fact that we got some is good. I'm just going to dice it. Okay, I got out a bunch of utensils. I think I'm going to need some of them. Let's chop this up and get actually some butter and oil melting. Is that on? Yeah. Well, okay, one thing at a time. I want to get the onions started because they're going to take a long time. Butter. Oil. Alright, now let's chop this up. And then I have that pan out for the chicken. And I'm almost out of ground beef. It is totally not like me to not have much ground beef in the fridge or freezer, but I only have, I think 1 more pound of ground beef, maybe 2, but I think 1 after this. And you guys, it's so expensive right now. I used to only buy it when it was 93% when it was at $3.97 a pound, and it's been like $5.50 a pound, and I'm just waiting, hoping it goes to like $4.50, $4.90, something like that. So I haven't been buying it, but I think I might have to just give in and buy it when it's at $5.50 a pound, because it seems like that's a decent price these days, which is just crazy. I need to get this seasoned up and get somewhere to put this. Let's mix these. I don't want this to be on too high back here. And it is on, no, that's the front one. Okay, this one. I'm gonna lower that. So what'll work for both recipes is salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic. And then anything else we'll need to probably whip. This is my favorite way to cook, is when I can just get like everything going at once, because I could have made just lunch, which is what I'm planning on making, which is the ravioli. But I was like, I can do all these other things at the exact same time, and I'll have meals prepped for the next few days, like the first half of the week, and that'll be amazing. Okay, this water is getting there. Let's get our chicken going. Add a little bit of oil. Oil's almost out. Gotta remember what spices that needs. Okay, chicken going in. Oh, wasn't hot yet. That's okay. So the recipe that I'm going to use for the chicken, it's a Cowboy Butter Chicken, and I used a different recipe that was for Cowboy Butter Chicken for the chicken wings that I made this week that you'll see in the Pantry Challenge video, and that was amazing, so I figured let's recreate it. So what does this need? This needs garlic, Dijon, Worcestershire sauce, cayenne. Okay, let's see. Cayenne, garlic, parsley, green onions, salt and pepper, of course, and then Dijon and Worcestershire sauce, and then Parm. Okay, I got all those things out. Let's get this chicken seasoned. Just gonna throw a little bit of each of these in there. I think we're ready to probably put something in here. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do the ravioli first or do I want to do the linguini first? Probably the ravioli, because then I can put the ravioli in there. And then I can have the linguini stay in here. And then I can add the chicken to the linguini. I think that's what I want to do. The rest of that we'll use for the sauce. I just put something in the wrong spot. Okay, so these are spinach and ricotta ravioli, or raviolini, because they're little. And they didn't have parm, which is great. I'm going to try the parm sometime, but not today. I do have this vegan parm that I'm going to be using for recipes today. But this is something that I'm trying that's new. I usually don't buy like pre-packaged things, so we'll see how that goes. How do I open it? I guess I just need to stab it. Okay, this is crazy. This was from the refrigerator section, and I was like, I need to use this quickly. It says use by 12/1 of 25, and it is currently, what's today? 10/5. I think. I thought for sure this wouldn't last that long in the fridge. That's crazy. Okay. I want to make sure that when it's ready, I can just stick it right in there. How long is it supposed to take? One to 2 minutes. Okay, we're not ready for that yet. Okay, I'm going to get this pan ready for the casserole. And I'm going to add some green beans from the garden, from last year's garden. This year they didn't grow. The recipe does not call for green beans, but I figure that'll be easier than trying to make a side with veggies. So I'm just going to cut these and hope that they cook enough in the oven. I'm debating on if I want to like blister them on the stove, and I probably should, but also I don't have a pan available to do that. Well, let's see. Let's turn that down a little bit. Oops, what am I doing? Wrong way. We just lost some of our sun. I'm going to push these all to one side because I'm still debating on if I want to do something with them. And I'm going to take half of this ground beef and put it in here. Maybe a little bit more than half because that's not very many ravioli and we don't need a ton of meat for it. And you know what? I can actually probably just blister these right here. I think since I just got those in there, I can probably put these in the water. Uh-oh, we're mixing them together a little. I'm like, heck, I could just use this one for that and then use this one for the pasta. I'm not baking the pasta though. I can bake in this though. Okay. That is the rice. Okay, I think those are probably good. This is weird, but I think what I'm going to do is like switch these, like, there's that. Here's this ground beef. This is silly, but it just got mixed. And I didn't want to clean another pan, you know? It's going to be fine. This one's basically done. We just need to add in some of this pasta sauce. That smells good. I'm just going to add in maybe half of the jar, and we'll see how that goes. Well, maybe that's a little more than half. Because then I need to get this in here, turn it way low. Actually, we might need the full jar for all of this. That actually works out really well. Okay. Need something for that. Are these done is the question. They've poofed up nicely. These are cute. These are really cute. Let's see. You could benefit by a little bit longer. There wasn't really anything in that. But I do think I'm going to put the rest of this jar in here. Get a smidgen of water to get that out. Okay. smells like French onion soup, which of course it's supposed to, but it just, memories came back. But not strong enough memories for me to know exactly what I was remembering, but the scent. Oh my gosh, this is hot. I think this is a lot more pasta than I thought it was going to be. Can I get that? Well, let's see. I need to do the linguine, but I think I might need to get more water in there. That looks delicious. Oh, it's been so long since I've had a ravioli. We're gonna have to taste it, but I want everything to like come together and marry, so leave this for now. Mix this. We need to get these onions in there. They're still working on it though. Let me move things around. Thank you. Okay, this is almost up to a boil again, but I'm gonna add some water before we put the linguine in there. This needs to be mixed again, those onions. This can all be mixed together. I'm going to need to add a liquid of some kind in here because this is going to be really dry otherwise. And it's also going to need some cheese. I have Monterey Jack. It calls for, I think, cheddar and mozzarella. So I think Monterey Jack is going to be close enough. We'll save a little bit for the top. And let me add a little bit of beef bouillon, I think. I think it's just gonna need some liquid. Okay. I feel like I'm all over the place. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything that those keep going. Ooh, I forgot this needs Worcestershire as well, but let's turn these. I'm going to call it on these onions. They are not completely caramelized, but they are definitely soft and translucent, and I think that's going to just be good enough. This is why I don't caramelize onions. My patience level is just not here for it. Okay. I need to get this fully mixed together. I'm thinking it needs liquid still, but maybe it'll be fine. So the recipe said, I think, to like cook, well, it said cook the rice on the stove. I just did it not on the stove. And of course it didn't call for green beans. Probably could have done half that amount of rice. Let's top it with some cheese. And then we'll bake it just long enough for the cheese to get melty. I just turned the chicken off because it is done. There are more spices that need to be added, all the different like sauce ingredients, but I'm gonna wait till we have the noodles done so then I can drain the noodles and I can do all of this in there. Let's taste this pasta over here though and see how it is without adding any spices to the sauce. So I added some spices to the meat, just a minimal amount. And I don't have any like parm or cheese on it yet. Oh, that is really good. Okay. Yep, that's delicious. Looks like we are almost up to a full boil here, so I'm gonna get some of these noodles in. And I have broccoli that I've been little by little microwaving to get it cooked enough to put in here. What I'm trying to do is use up all my noodles that need to be cooked on the stove, because I really like the ones that I can cook in the pressure cooker better. So if I use the ones up for the stove, well, hopefully I won't buy them again. But like sometimes you just want an angel hair pasta, you know? And I know that was the wrong thing to do, but I did it anyways, and I'm gonna do it again. Just close your eyes, you didn't see me break it. Nothing happened. Let's get this all pulled together. We've got our noodles, we have our chicken. And our broccoli. Oh gosh, well that was a lot of broccoli liquid. That's okay. We need to turn this back on anyways and get all the other things in here. We need butter, probably more than that. Decent amount of Worcestershire. Some Dijon mustard. And I may add some more spices since now we have so much more stuff in here. And then our fake parm, need to add some of that. Probably should sprinkle some of that here too. Oh, cute. Don't want that on as high as it is. Okay, I'm gonna add probably just some garlic salt to it. Well, just a little. And maybe some more butter. I feel like that's a lot in there, so it can use some butter. Or it can use a lot of butter. Butter makes it better. And you know, I think it could use a little bit of cayenne. A little bit more. It's just about time to pull the French onion bake out of the oven as well. And then we have all of our meal prep done. What time is it? It's 1:30. I don't remember what time I started, but I know I took a shower at noon. Okay, let's see. Get this turned off. All right, there's that. I did that already. I always forget to turn off the oven, and I meant to turn it off twice today. Okay, let's taste everything that we haven't tasted yet and see how it is. Here's a bird's eye view of all of the meal prep. We have our delicious ravioli with the Rayo or Rao sauce. So good. We have our Cowboy Butter Chicken pasta and our French Onion Casserole. Okay, let's try this, see if there's enough of flavors and everything. It's very mild, but it has a little bit of a kick. That's really good. That's nice and light. Unlike when you have like a pasta that has like a very cheesy sauce, it's just nice, light, easy. Gonna try this. Yes, I'm using the same fork. It is totally fine. It's just me and my husband who will be eating both of these. Okay. That is really good. I feel like it could use a little bit of a creamy to it, but mainly what I'm tasting is the Worcestershire. So maybe onion soup could have been more concentrated. But I'm going to get some lunch. So this is great. I have 3 actually really big meals here. This is gonna be like the least, but I think we'll have probably 6 meals out of both of those, maybe 5. Plus that gives us, let's just say 12 to 15 meals for the week. So we can do lunches, dinners, and then at some point throughout the week, I'll also need to cook. I also have some flank steak that I've taken out that I'm going to probably make teriyaki steak with at some point this week because I have that bottle of teriyaki sauce that I wanted to use up. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd love to see you. If you're interested in other videos where we're cooking, I do that a lot. I'll leave some here, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.